All right, it's Monday, December 9th. Just following up on the SPY, you can see it's continuing lower here after breaking down below bar 1. It kind of hit its first target, and at that key point, it didn't reverse, and now it's going to its next target. So I kind of discussed that in the previous video. On the 2-down day, we hit this first target here. You wanted to watch that closely. I scaled out of some puts and set up an orders trade. Once it just sliced right through there, now you're kind of targeting this low right here and into this gap. So the options here, I bought those 612 puts at 523. I discussed how I scaled out at 575 at the first target to see what happens. Now they're all the way up to 690, asking 690 as we go to our next target. So a real good trade here on the puts. Early on, you kind of sensed that after the shooter bar from last week and that week opening, you were going to kind of have a chain reaction to get a 2-down day with the opening price that then triggered to the first target. Once you watched it there and it didn't reverse, then we kind of go to our next target down here. And now we have a reference point for the week. As long as we stay below this weekly open, we can be heading lower for a while. You never know. You still, at some point, let me get to the weekly chart here, kind of anticipate that maybe you'll hold the midpoint of this green bar and eventually work up to those weekly highs, but we are at a little bit of exhaustion risk here, so we're getting a little pause to start the week. It doesn't mean it's going to end up that way, but until proven otherwise, we'll see if this continues down day after day at this point. Maybe if we close red, we hold below the midpoint of this red day and go lower, and who knows, maybe you get a reversal 2-down week that goes all the way down here in kind of a surprising fashion given the strength is up trend. So that's what's unfolding now, but we're hitting targets 1 and essentially targets 2, and at this point we still are biased a little bit to the upside in the bigger picture until this weekly chart breaks down, but we are starting negative and we do have a reference point. We want to get through that open to really continue the weekly chart to the upside. So just following through on the SPY on kind of a morning update.